Hello. So, I'm Lynn Broder, and I paint a lot of flowers. I have a son, Owen, who is 12. He has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So I've been painting bunches of flowers, and now I'm doing more bouquets, I guess. I don't know. And if you've watched before, most of the time when I put something down, I end up covering some of it, most of it, part of it, half of it, near it. But we'll see how tonight goes. I just kind of have been making some little different styles, I guess, and this is one of those days. One of those days that I'm just kind of doing something a tad bit different, more like what I did last night, I suppose. Some different colors, different styles, trying to make myself break out of my branch. Break out of the branch. We had a couple of wonderful, nice, cooler, about a week, I guess, days. And then it's all crashing back to, I think at one point we're supposed to get close to 100 by the end of the week, maybe, or the middle of the week. I'm not sure anymore. It's changing a little bit, but I am not looking forward to any of the 1,000,000-degree days. I was very content with our 80s, 70s kind of. So here we are in some very warm days coming up, and I'm really not excited about what will happen with that. So hopefully it can be dialed back a little. We shall see, as they say. We shall see. Now I have a little tiny green dot over here, but it doesn't really matter because we'll have so many dots eventually. That is because I put way too much paint on my paintbrush, and I fling it everywhere when I do paint. But guess what? That is just okie dokie. No big deal. No big deal. It'll all work out. And you know what? If not, we just paint another one another day and call it a day. This is the thing. I used to not paint because I was worried that I couldn't paint. Well, guess what? I couldn't paint because I didn't paint. And if you don't paint, then you don't paint. So one day I decided I was just going to paint. And whatever happened, happened. And painting is truly something that has changed my life. Makes me happier. So I never really painted and you can't, I mean, there are people, like with anything, that they immediately can do something. And as many paintings as I've painted, I can tell you 100% that I'm still learning the art and craft of painting, because I'm not an expert. I'm not somebody that knew exactly how to do anything. I just started painting with my son because I wanted to work on his fine motor skills. But I lost out on the feeling of painting because I just didn't try to paint. I just didn't do it. And so now I love it. And some days my brain just is not like clicking with things, but it's still a way to share our story. It's still a way to be able to express my emotions and talk to others and share about our day and what's going on in our life. And that's the thing. You have to find what works for you and why you want to do something, and art is about your expression, not necessarily what somebody else thinks of it or what it means to them or doesn't mean to them, if they like it or they don't like it. It's about what you want out of life, what you want in the painting, what you feel it will do. And that's the part that matters. Make yourself happy. I've tried to make others happy. I've tried to make myself happy. I've tried to do the things. And I realized that I have to learn to be who I am. I have to learn to make myself happy. I have to do the positive words, the positive actions, the positive stuff. And then I can grow. That's what we have to do. So be the person you want to be. Be the artist that you want to be. I always tell Owen that he can do anything if he sets his mind to it. I believe in my son so incredibly much. I know he is going to change the world. I tell him that because he can do anything that he wants to. The doctors told me he probably wouldn't talk, maybe wouldn't talk, weren't sure. He talks. And not only does he talk, but he is learning other languages on his own, teaching himself by asking the different apps to translate words and go through that. And I mean, that's incredible. That's one of those things that I showed it to him, and then he just took off from it. He just learned. He keeps learning from it. He keeps figuring it out. And that's what we should all do. We should all find a way to be exactly what we want to be. Exactly who we should be. Let today be the first day of the most exciting part of your life. Follow your dreams. Follow your heart. Believe in yourself. And believe me, that is something that I still need so much practice with. believe in my son, and I'm my hardest critic. Believe, do, love, seek. Almost there. Almost there. Just looking at a few other ways to add some randomness in here. And my foot on my stool, and it just about fell off. So I almost went sliding because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So I think that is where we're at. So I'm very thankful Owen had an incredible day, and he's very, very, very ready for tomorrow. School, he loves it. So, okay, I always sign O for Owen since he helps me with the backgrounds. And then L and B. There you go. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.